So in this episode, what we're actually going to talk about is what makes a perfect partner for Microsoft. There's been a lot of change in the structure, the reorganization. So actually, Jay, without using the word tech quarters, what does a perfect partner look like?
Great question. We have a wide plethora of partners at Microsoft. We have hosters, LSPs, services partners, independent software vendors, SMB partners, distributors. So we have a wide variety, and I think one of the changes that we went through back in July was around trying to find one commercial partner model. In other words, finding a way that we can manage our partners effectively, help them build their propositions, but also the introduction of the ECMs, the enterprise channel managers, and the TCMs, territory channel managers, is around making sure that our partners are successful. So we want to be able to take their unique IP, their unique service, their unique offerings for those segments and make sure that we can replicate and be successful with those moving forwards.
Okay. It's interesting then. So if I'm a new partner, I'm coming to Microsoft, knocking on your door, and I think, look, you guys are doing so well. What should I take on board? What can we, what product should I go to market with now? How can you help me go to market? What should I focus on?
Yeah, it depends on what really kind of drives you as a business. There are partners out there that are really good at sort of business applications, so they might be more focused on our sort of Dynamics, CRM type business, where we're looking at automating, if you like, that sort of customer experience, the interaction between maybe an employee and a customer and driving that to success or outcome. We also have people that are, still working through our many customers that are migrating to Office 365. There's obviously a lot of customers out there still looking to harness and really drive their usage around Office 365, whether that's migrating from Exchange to Exchange Online, SharePoint to SharePoint Online. There's still a lot of customers still looking for that need. But I think in terms of probably one of the high growth areas for us is around Azure, which is no surprise.
Yes.
And we have a lot of partners that are either looking at ways of moving maybe on-premise to more of a hybrid solution.
Yep.
So we think about some of the work that you guys are doing at TechQuarters.
Absolutely.
We're seeing customers that are looking for ways to maybe move away from tape backup and looking at ways of moving that backup into the cloud through Azure as an example. But also we have other partners that have decided to invest in other areas like AI, chatbots, ways of maybe transforming or improving the interaction with the customer using automation or intelligence or whatever it may be.
So GDPR, that's a General Data Protection Regulation compliancy term. Actually, GDPR regulation kicks in May, I think, next year.
Yeah, not long now.
Customers are heating up about it. We're getting so many more to our seminars and workshops. So, what does the landscape look like for partners now? How are they attacking and helping with GDPR?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, GDPR obviously is something that is there. It's not that far away. And I think Microsoft recognises that actually as a technology company, we can't meet the needs. There is no single product. There's no silver bullet that's going to meet the needs of our customers. That's where partners are really important to us. And I suppose really when you think about the Microsoft stack, what we have within there, a lot of customers don't realise that it will help them achieve what they need. So I think about the event that we did only 2 weeks ago, and a lot of the customers were intrigued by the fact that actually there was a lot of technology that you guys had identified as part of their Microsoft stack that actually they could utilise as part of this. But maybe you can share a little bit more on that.
Yeah, I'll elaborate a bit. Basically, we have a three-phased approach to our solution. It's not just the technical stack. It's normally front-loaded or preempted in phase one with business processes and looking at how they store their data, how they share it on their network. The next phase would be to look at where it's stored and then report upon that with perhaps Power BI. So you can slice and dice and search for particular user data and their PII. And then the next phase is really securing that data and protecting the environment. And that's really where the great products of Microsoft kick in. The E3 version of EMS and the E5 version is absolutely awesome. It applies policies. I don't really know, but it applies policies so the users don't have to automatically click any buttons. So it encrypts data before it leaks out of the organization. There's just so much to it, but EMS is really a great product in your GDPR stack, and that's how we put ours together.
And I think it's great that people like TechQuarters have that ability to take that and simplify it for customers, because really GDPR might be a challenge in terms of meeting it, but actually it's partners like you that will help simplify it, which is important.
I agree. So helping all these partners and customers with their GDPR journey. Great stuff, thanks Jay. So in this next episode, stay tuned, because what we're going to talk about is what Microsoft are doing to invest in partners and growing their business.